Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation, they must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Thunder. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
It's time for Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. With the series at 3-1, this is a crucial game for both teams. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, and they haven't played up to their standards in this series yet. Their championship aspirations are about to expire.
You might be right, B.A. I mean, they didn't expect to be down 3-1 at this point, that's for sure. It's not impossible for them, though, but they've got 2 of the last 3 games at home. Win this one, and it's a whole new series.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Dort against Edwards. Dort's shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Sinks it from distance.
This guy, when he steps across half court, he is within range. Anthony Edwards, my goodness.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass on the layup.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Randall outside. Back to Edwards. Fires for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Here's DiVincenzo. Reed sets a screen. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Brian, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Dort against Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. Edwards got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Now, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice 3-point look right there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Stolen by Reed. Randall deciding where to go with it. McDaniels finds Randall. Now here's McDaniels. Clock at 6. Randall against Holmgren. Randall can't hit.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Dort, the pass to SGA. Back to Dort. There's the triple. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. So Dort's got 5.
Boy, tremendous job having hands ready, feet prepared. Catch and shoot opportunity for Lou Dort is good.
Reed sets a screen. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
So Mardegno will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Lou Dort, 4th.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Now SGA. He has 6. On the wing, Caruso gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, had his angle and his feet set. Alex Caruso off the catch. Yes, sir.
Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Dort pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren with a screen on McDaniels. Caruso misses. Minnesota leading by 4. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. McDaniels can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Takes a 3. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Gobert. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Minnesota making a change here. Conley's checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Caruso. And Mitchell's subbed in for Dort. Now here's Wiggins. Here's SGA. And that misses. That would have put him up.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling. And that's become an art. Changing shots without making contact.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. The 3 from Holmgren. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. To the inside. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Mitchell. Yet to see a basket. Hartenstein passes to Wiggins. Hartenstein with a screen on Conley. Mitchell misses.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Edwards. From deep, Conley. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The big story thus far, how well they shot the rock.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Mitchell. McDaniels against Holmgren. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Holmgren's got 5 now.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
outside Edwards. Fires the three, and there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist from Edwards.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, training 5 threes in that quarter. 5. This guy's locked in. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Shannon in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Mitchell, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Wallace tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Inside. Randall, good. Randall's got his first points of the night.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Wallace with it, working on Clark. Wallace's shot is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Timberwolves shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Here's Shannon, covered by Joe. The three, Conley. And another three from Minnesota.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Wiggins outside. Back to Mitchell from outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Mitchell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Clark. Randall outside. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I really admire how he seeks out his teammates. His selfless attitude and desire to get his guys going is what makes him such a valuable player.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Outside, Williams. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a three, he wants to come right back at you.
SGA against Conley. Williams passes to SGA. Clock at 6. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
My My goodness, the ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to invite, to initiate that contact, so tough.
Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Edwards, over Dort, and Edwards the bucket on the assist by Conley. Edwards got 20 points.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort, and again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
And again, it's Minnesota converting.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 8 points now. Caruso outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Wiggins finds Caruso. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Minnesota's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Caruso outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Pass to Edwards. Over Dort. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Randall outside. The three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Dort for three. He drops it from range. Dort's got 11 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Minnesota with some changes. Nas Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in for Clark. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Now here's Reed. No points so far. Pass to Edwards. Launches a three. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 8 assists here tonight.
Well, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Oh, Holmgren. The touch from range.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the three right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards looking for an opening. Reed to screen on Caruso. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Offensive rebound. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
There's 1:12 left in the second. Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Edwards has got 33.
He's dropping the 3 ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
1 minute left in the first half. Dort outside. Beyond the arc. Reed with the rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. Now Edwards. Muscling it up and in. Edwards. Here's SGA. Dort outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Rebound Minnesota. He's got 13. Now here's Conley. The 3 ball. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hey folks, here in Game 5, it's going to be an uphill battle in the second half for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. At home, but down 3-1 in the series. Not a position they expected to be in, Shaq. What needs to happen to win the final 3 games of the series?
Let me go first, Ernie. Let me go first. They got to play with a lot of energy every minute they're on the court. And if they want to survive, it's going to take everything they've got.
Listen, they're great in the regular season, but the playoffs is a whole different animal.
Like, what kind of an animal?
A liger.
What's a liger?
Lion and a tiger. Very rare.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Thunder trail by 8. Taking a look at the Thunder. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. 6 on the shot clock. Here's SGA. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Now, this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is capable of. A legit star, and he is cooking.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Up and in on the layup. Randall's got 9 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
For the Thunder, their shooting has been incredible, 72%. Screen by Holmgren. Here's Caruso outside, nails it from three.
We know Caruso can be a threat from outside the arc. The defense has got to honor that shot.
Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that one drops for him. He's got 12.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Edwards for three. And again for three.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Here's SGA. 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Edwards can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Kicks it out to Holmgren from deep. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Edwards. Outside for Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nails it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 6 in the quarter.
Always assertive off the catch. Dante doesn't give the defender time to react.
Holmgren outside. And here's Gordon. Guarded by Edwards. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Randall outside. DiVincenzo on the wing. Randall a screen on SGA. No coverage that time. DiVincenzo's got 8 points in the quarter. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. 8-point game. There's the drive. Holmgren outside. Jacks up a 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Randall. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 8. Caruso outside. Pass to SGA. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Outside Edwards. Randall is screen on Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Boy, you've got to have a tight handle to make that kind of move. Lou Dort, show off.
DiVincenzo with it. Give him 8. Outside Edwards. For 3, Randall. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
This is a guy who wants to score so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And so Mark Degno will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Mitchell's checked in for Oklahoma City. On defense, the Timberwolves. For three, knocks down the triple. Mitchell's got 9.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Dort defending. Picked by Gobert. Wing shot on the way. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Mitchell pass to Caruso. Out left to the wing. The three from Holmgren. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Clark outside. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Right side, shot clock at 5. Here's Conley. The 3 is up. Clark, no good.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Holmgren. Takes the 3. On target from range. He's got 18.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. And here's Edwards. A minute 4 left in the third. Back to Conley. To the middle. Oh! Rudy on the line!
What a finish by Rudy Gobert. Doesn't have to get up super high, but boy, that's with authority.
Here's Mitchell. Ford outside. On the wing, Caruso. Offline with a 3. Minnesota's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Holmgren against Randall. Oh, sweet move. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randall.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. On the clock. Goes up from the top of the key, and he drops that one in. Mitchell's got 11 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Shannon in at the 2. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Now here's Randall. Over Mitchell. Randall can't hit. Thunder trail by 7. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins on the wing. Joe pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Randall outside. Pass to Shannon over SGA. And that one hits the back iron. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Yeah, you see this. Teams try to get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's willing to play through contact on drives. Nicely done.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Conley passes to Randall. Here's Shannon. Back to Randall. Pass to Gobert. 4 on the clock. Gobert not bothered by the D.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Mitchell. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Joe from behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Mitchell. He's guarded by Conley. Joe. Pass to Mitchell. Up and over Conley. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Minnesota with some changes. Anthony Edwards comes in for Clark. And it's Highland in for Conley. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Jang. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Caruso, he's checked in for Joe. And it's Dort in for Mitchell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Caruso. Pass to Dort to tie it up. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Lou Dort is in rhythm, and he's getting more and more aggressive as he feels things flowing.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Randall on the screen. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. SGA passes to Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got assist number 7 tonight. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Edwards against Dort. Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Dort. Here's Edwards. Gobert. Tip back in for 2. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Highland against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Highland. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Now, this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
Out to the wing. Holmgren with the block. Here's the steal. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. And here's Highland. Picked by Gobert. And Highland good for three. Highland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Bones Highland absolutely fearless. He loves these opportunities.
Here's Caruso. Now Holmgren. SGA knocks down a three.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 1-point game. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Nas Reed checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Shannon. And it's DiVincenzo in for Highland. Here's Randall, outside DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up the tray, buries it from outside.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Oklahoma City's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Outside Dort from downtown. It's good from beyond the arc.
Was that from Lou Dort? So strong, so good.
McDaniels against Caruso. Oh, the long ball, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nope.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And over the years, Randall has stepped up his role, an assertive scorer and a natural leader.
Shooting 2.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
And the second of 2 is good. And that ties this game up.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From 11 feet away. Ooh, the shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Dort. And stolen by Edwards. Getting a good look. Edwards.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. SGA against DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander fires. McDaniels with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Unload from 13 feet. Cleared away by Hartenstein. Here's Oklahoma City now. Trailing by 2. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. SGA. Deep. And the 3 misses. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the play.
Break. Peace up.
He gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Timeout called, the Thunder. They're behind by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Here's SGA. Jacks up a 3. Cash from downtown.
The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the three-point lead he's given them?
Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot! It's not over till it's over. He nails a three-point bucket to keep this series alive.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. Now here's Hartenstein. Caruso outside. Can't get the 3. And for Minnesota, they're shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. Randall outside. Edwards! Oh, missed on the tray. And the Thunder shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Up top, Holmgren. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Dort with it. Outside Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get the go-ahead bucket. And Minnesota with possession here. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Edwards from deep three-point land. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Outside Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He launches. Gilgeous-Alexander. A merciless three of his own.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's McDaniels. Now Randall puts up the tray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Knocks down the trifecta.
And they retake the lead with a bounce-back three.
Under trail by 3. Outside Dort. Now SGA. Caruso fires. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Clutch points from Caruso. Let's remember he's already got an NBA championship to his credit.
Here's Edwards. McDaniels outside. Oh, he comes right back with a 3 of his own.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Dort. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
That's a big-time bucket. Lou Dort has unshakable confidence.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. McDaniels outside. Dort against Edwards. Now Randall takes a 3, and he nails it.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Thunder trail by 3. Here's Caruso. Outside Holmgren from deep. Hartenstein. Cleared away by Reed. Minnesota's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 7 attempts since regulation ended. Edwards. Good! That's another bucket!
And what a night he's had. That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for his team.
He's been nothing short of amazing tonight. A legendary playoff performance for him. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Dort, outside Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Dort, beyond the arc. The 3 is in.
My goodness, Lou Dort in the clutch. We see you, young sir.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Another one falls. Amazing.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Timeout called the Thunder. They're trailing by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Caruso outside. Here's Holmgren. Lou Dort. The triple drops.
Huge bucket. This team trusts Dort in the critical moments.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. And now we've got an intentional foul. good. And that'll put them up 2. So he gets them both. And it's a 3-point game.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Buries it from outside.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Want to score in the NBA? Hicks can really force the D to make tough choices.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It would be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.